We have 3 new week-long events coming to Pokemon GO over the next couple of weeks, and today is the start of the first one, all of which are themed around the leaders of each of the Pokemon GO factions that are in the game. And the first one is centered around Blanche, with this event being called Blanche's Quest for Knowledge. So just like with the last few weeks, we've had these week-long events that have lasted from Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. until Monday evening the next week at 8 p.m. And then there's a Go Pass Deluxe that is tied to all of this, so that way you can get more of these bonus rewards when you rank up. And this week it's no different, because with the Blanche's Quest for Knowledge, we have another week-long Go Pass Deluxe that started today, and this one goes all the way up to rank 60, just like all the last few ones, or most of the last few ones that we've had. And then this one's going to end on Monday, June 1st. And then on the next day, on June 2nd, then the next one's going to start. And then on the Tuesday, the week after that, then the third and final of these team leader week-long events is going to begin. But let's take a look at the rewards that we have for the Blanche one, which it seems pretty standard. You have a lot of water type Pokemon like Horsey encounters, you have Clamperl encounters, and then a random Larvitar encounter, or 2 of them actually. We have the deluxe one, but then you go back to Vaporeon, and then you get 2 Sinistea, and then 2 Lapras, which look like they're wearing some sort of headband. If I'm not mistaken, that should be a headband. And then at rank 60, you have 2 more Sinistea encounters if you get the deluxe one. Of course, I got the deluxe one, so I'm going to be getting every single reward that's on here. It's $5 if you want to do it. Although this video will probably be up sometime after the Blanche one ends and during when the next one begins. But I would say if you're someone that is kind of hesitant if you want to buy the deluxe version of this pass or not, I would say that really all depends on you and what you think is valuable. Because if you think that all of these extra rewards, all of these extra encounters are valuable to you, if you think that it's worth $5 to get, then do it. If you don't think so, that's fine too. You don't have to do it. You can still get a lot of pretty good rewards with the basic one. You still get the same encounters with the Horsey, with the Clamperl, with the Larvitar, etc., and the same other, or for the most part, same other rewards. Like some of them will be different. Some of them are different for the deluxe ones. Like here you have an incense for the basic, but you have a glacial lure for the deluxe one. If you think some of these deluxe rewards are valuable enough to you, then go ahead and pay the $5, but you don't have to if you don't want to. So I'll be spending the next few days trying to complete all of these rewards so I can get all the way to the end if possible. I'll go on a couple of walks and catch some Pokemon and do some other stuff in the meantime, so that way I can help with getting the rank up to or close to 60 and try to do all of that before then the next one starts, which I can't remember if it's for Spark or for Candela. If anything, I'm going to put it up here on the screen and let you know what the exact order is and when the events will start and end, and just enjoy the rewards. Now, while we're here, I figured that I would claim all of the rewards for May, for the Go Pass Deluxe May, given that once you get to 100 or past 100, everything is just Stardust. So I'm going to go ahead and claim all of these and then do whatever encounters I have, because I probably have a lot. And there's a Suicune with some Pokecoins. Actually, you know, this one was an interesting one because they brought back the ability to get the Pokecoins from doing this, from this Go Pass. Something they haven't done in a few months, actually. So let's go ahead and claim and see. That's fine. Let's see how many Pokecoins we get out of this whole thing. And I have no idea. So let's go to the shop and see. So I have 1,496. Honestly, I don't remember. I don't remember how much I had before. Okay, no, here we go. I can see how many Pokecoins I got from this. That's a lot of rewards. Wow. No, it doesn't show the Pokecoins. It shows every other reward, from the Pokeballs to the candy to the berries, but not the coins. But let's go back and do these encounters to see if I can get any additional shinies. I've got 27 that I have to do. So let's go ahead and see what we get. Not a shiny, but a Dynamax one. Not a shiny, not shiny, not shiny, not shiny. Nope, nope, not shiny. Okay. I was hoping to redeem myself for the shiny Wilmer I failed a couple months ago, like 3-4 months ago. That would have been great. Not shiny. Nope, nope. I don't think these can be shiny, right? No. I don't think... maybe these can be shiny. I honestly, I can't remember. I feel like I need to refresh my memory on some of the newer Pokemon in this game that can or cannot be shiny. But if anything, I'm more worried about if this one's going to be a phony form or an antique form. Well, let's find out. It's a phony form. Cool. Next one. Not shiny. Not shiny. Nope. Not shiny, but that would have been sick. Don't think these can be shiny, but again, going for like whatever the authentic form is called in for this Pokemon. It's a little bit different than just the regular Sinistea. Counterfeit. Not shiny. Not shiny. Not shiny. Not shiny. But it is a really cool shiny. Not shiny. Not shiny, but we already did a video about this. We already did the classic community day for Dino. I have plenty of shinies for this guy. I don't think these can be shiny. And then finally for Suicune, not a shiny, unfortunately. I don't even know if I have a shiny one of these. I might have a shiny one of one of the other cats. I can't remember if Suicune was one of them. I guess we'll double check now once I catch it. Okay, let's see. First of all, does it have any good stats? They're okay, but I'm gonna still save it anyway. And then now let's see. Okay, no, so Suicune is one of those where I don't have a shiny one. I have 2 shadow ones, but aside from that, that's about it. I just have those. So for these events, for these next 3 events, this one included, and then the one with Spark and Candela, I don't think I'm gonna be doing a lot of recording. I don't think there's gonna be anything additional that's gonna be going on with this event. Like, I don't think there's any timed research except for the Go Pass Deluxe, and I don't think there's any sort of special research. So all it really is to just do that, to do the Go Pass, and that's it. So I'll probably come back to you guys when I finish the one here for Blanche, and then do another one for Spark, and then another one for Candela. Again, I don't know what the order is. I'm assuming that the next one is probably gonna be Spark. If I remember correctly, it might be Spark. Here, looking at Leak Duck, it does show that the Spark is the next one, and then the week after it is Candela. So Spark is next, Team Instinct represent, and then we have Candela the week after. So I'll probably just do 3 very short videos about these 3 events, and then upload them, you know, when I'm done. And I've claimed all of the rewards for the Go Pass, and that'll be it. These will probably be just short 5-minute videos, and that's it. And then we'll wait until the next big event, which I think should be, hey, if I had to guess, it's probably going to be Go Fest, whatever the global Go Fest is going to be. I already took the days off of work for that, so I planned ahead for this one. So I will be able to participate in the Go Fest event when that happens here in the next, within the next couple months. I think it's in July, if I'm not mistaken, but it might be in June. But there might be some other events thrown in there between now and the event. So I'll do whatever I can between now and then. I'll try to participate in whatever I can participate in. And yeah, I guess then I'll see you guys here at the end of the video when we recap everything and claim all of the rewards. Yet again, I get faulty recording equipment doing its thing and just not working when I want it to. I guess me trying to use the microphone, attaching a magnet to it and then putting it under my shirt doesn't work because it keeps triggering some sort of sensor in the microphone to tell it to go to sleep, and then it shuts off. So I end up with no audio. So let's try this again, because I don't know where it cut off. So there's a lot of stuff there that I said that honestly just now it means nothing. So anyway, as I was trying to say a couple minutes ago, before realizing that my mic was not working, that it was in sleep mode, was that yesterday being Monday, which the last day of Blanche's quest for knowledge, I went into work being at rank 24, and I wasn't sure if I was even going to get it to rank 30 to get the 2 Lapras encounters there at rank 30. And I made the decision that I didn't realize would be a great decision, and I brought my Go Plus Plus to work, so that way I can catch Pokemon passively while I sat there doing my stuff at work. And somehow I ended up getting up to rank 32. So even though I only had 9 hours from when I got to work up to when the event ended at 8 o'clock, I managed to get up to that. So not a bad way to clutch it there at the end, but hey, I'm not complaining. I got what I needed. I got to rank 30. I didn't care about getting to rank 60, but rank 30 I think was probably going to be the main goal anyway, and that's what's going to be the main goal for the next 2 of these challenges that we have going on. So in my original recording, I claimed all of the rewards, all the items, and I just have to encounter all the Pokemon, in which there are 12 of them. Now, one thing I also want to mention is that since today is Tuesday, it is the start of the Spark's caretaking quest. So now we're moving from Blanche over to Spark, and then next week on Tuesday, it'll be going from Spark to Candela. But right now, I'm going to focus on claiming all of these 12 Pokemon here. We have 12 chances at most to get shinies. So let's see if we get any. No, but it's a huge one. It's a double XL. Down to shiny, not shiny, not shiny, not a shiny. Nope, nope, nope. I honestly don't know if these can be shiny or not. But I guess we'll check for phoniness or antiqueness. Let's see. Is it any? It's phony. What a surprise. Next one. Is it going to be phony or is it going to be antique? And the answer is phony. All right. So one of two, the first of two of these Lapras with the, I can't tell what that is. It's the, whatever the little emblem is. Not a shiny. And last but not least, not a shiny. Oh, and one thing I also forgot to mention is that I got a first time shiny again during the whole Blanche's Quest for Knowledge event. So I got this little guy right here. First ever shiny Krabby in the game. Absolutely horrid stats. But that's fine. Again, a shiny is a shiny. No complaints there. But pretty cool. Pretty cool. I didn't know if I was ever going to get one, to be honest. I'm sure eventually I was. I'm just glad that it happened now rather than, you know, months from now or even years from now. But cool little greenish yellow guy. All right, and that will do it for Blanche's Quest for Knowledge. So before we get off the video, I'm going to go ahead and buy the deluxe version of Spark's caretaking quest. Here we go for $5. Perfect. And I will see you guys in the next video where we take on these Pokemon. And there's also the Go Pass for the month of June. So just like with the Spark one, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade to the deluxe one for this one, $8. And then we'll tackle that also at the, well, in a few weeks. Whenever I do get to rank 100, then we'll do that one. And then we'll claim those Pokemon.